Good morning, good morning. Here I am, Vivian Joy. And this week I'm belief busting. What does that mean? It means that you need to bust open those shitty beliefs that are keeping you trapped where you are in your life and business. So I'm going to give you some ideas of what it is that might be going on in this back of your brain that you've created over the last however many years you've been alive. You start creating your beliefs when you're around, well, anywhere between 5 and 8, really. Most beliefs I coach are around the age of 7. And so by the age of 7, you start to work out who you are in the world, what you want to do, where you're going, like where you belong, who you are mainly. And so that's when you decide. You decide all this information when you're like 7 years old, which is crazy, right? Because at 7 years old, you know nothing. And so where do your beliefs come from? Where do you learn them from? Because you don't know anything. You actually get them from the people around you. So you'll listen to your parents, your friends, your peers, your family, whoever is around you, grandparents, teachers. You're creating your beliefs. And so just some of them might be slightly out of date. What do you reckon? I don't know. I mean, did you have to stand up and do your 5 times table and your 6 times table when you were that age? And do you have to do it when you're 39 or whatever age you are now? God, I wish I was 49, 39. Oh, slip of the tongue there. So everything that goes on in your world comes from this part of your head. And this is not quite as straightforward as this, but I'm going to try and make it as easy as I can. So, you've got a belief map that you work to. And you have to believe it for it to work. So once you can unpick a belief and realise it was never true in the first place and that it's not true, then actually you can't honour it. It's a bit like, well, I don't know, Father Christmas, dare I say, not real. Sorry, that's a bit of a game changer for you. So when you believe something isn't true, you can no longer honour it. So this is the good news, right? Oh, yes. And I'm sure you hated some things. Hated some things at school, hated some things in your first job, hated some things when you went to your first disco. There's all sorts of things where you've created some shitty beliefs about who you are and what you can and can't do. I spend most of my time helping people unpick these beliefs so that we get what is true for them now. So we have a level playing field. So we reset it and then we create what the real belief is and what is true for them now and actually what they want to believe moving forward. And then I give coaching, training and all the skills that are needed for a business. So for those of you who don't know me or you're new to my Facebook group, that's who I am and what I do. So the first one that I hear thousands. I literally could do this every day for the next year. But actually the one I hear mostly is, I can't put my prices up. People won't pay. Clients will leave. I won't get any new clients. Do you know what? The more I put my prices up, and this doesn't mean that I'm inflating things so that I've got this inflated self-worth. No, it means that actually if you are having your pricing in line with who you are, then people know who you are. Think about cheap. Think about what we think about cheap. So if you're one of these people who's trying to do everything on the cheap, then actually, your prices will be too cheap too. So if you're the sort of person that buys the cheapest paint, tries to get stuff for free, is always trying to, get a discount, negotiate. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that. That will be your belief mindset, your financial belief, your money mindset, which is what I'm kind of talking about here really more than anything. I do a lot of work on money mindset because if your money mindset is in the wrong direction, then you will not earn the money you want to earn. So I run a 7-week full intensive money mindset reset program, which I'll be running later in the year. So if you're interested in that, I'll drop the waitlist in here later on. But actually what you really, really need to do, yes, is value yourself. And you need to value yourself correctly. So it usually comes from, so if you're thinking, where does this stem from? Being employed. So when we're employed, we are paid the going rate as is deemed by your employer, and therefore you're usually being underpaid for your skill or your dedication or your commitment or your results. You're just being paid a set fee. Therefore, it doesn't matter how good you get at the job, it doesn't matter how many hours you work over your contract, unless of course you're hourly paid over contract, then you will just get the same amount of money. And what happens is you tend to then realize it doesn't matter how much effort you put in, doesn't matter how good you are still earning the same amount of money. And unfortunately you carry that kind of pattern, that trait, that thought process through into your business too. And it's simply not true. I've spent thousands and thousands and thousands. In fact, I should quantify it at some point in my own development, in learning. Until COVID-19 hit, was traveling all over the world. And in fact, actually over the weekend was on a conference for 3 days while everybody else was out enjoying, the weather and the sunshine or their family. I was glued to a conference learning all the latest marketing, sales and strategy techniques in business so that I can bring them to my audience. So I spend a lot of time, more time than the average person, certainly more time than the average coach for business, or certainly the average mindset coach. I want to be the best at what I do. I want to have all the latest techniques. I want to know exactly how my market are feeling and thinking. And when I'm surrounded by thousands of other small business owners who are starting out, then basically I get to know exactly what their pain is, what their trauma is, what their beliefs are, what their struggles are, and what their training needs are. So can you see how already I charge more than the average business coach or life coach or mindset coach? Because not only can you get a whole load of stuff with me, you get all of those in one. I'm absolutely on top of my game at all times, and I absolutely am committed to that for the rest of my life whilst I am still able. So that's number one. So we're going to be talking about all these all week, the kind of why you are worth things and why you shouldn't believe some of the things that you're believing. So I hope you're going to join me. I'm going to go into some more detail, but pricing is really important because you could be amazing at what you do. Like, I'm sure you are fucking amazing at what you do. But if you are not charging what you're worth, it'll bring your self-worth down. It'll bring your business down, actually, and it'll bring your life down. I had a client, I'm sure if I mentioned her, she wouldn't mind because she sent me lots of testimonials to put out into the world, who came to work with me on my 7-week mindset reset. She's also done some one-to-one stuff since then to get the business into a different space. But to start with, her mind was in the wrong space and she wasn't being paid enough. She has a business with her father and neither of them were paying themselves what they were worth, and yet they had money in the business bank. After doing the work with me, they both now pay themselves what they're worth. In fact, and they're about to negotiate their 3rd pay rise in 6 months, and the business is still bringing as much money and still has as much money in the bank. So actually, it's not just about the money. This is about how you feel about yourself. Because if you feel shit, you are not going to push yourself out there. These visibility things we keep banging on about as coaches, and being out there, being present, shouting above the parapet, however you want to phrase it. There's all sorts of phrases that we can use. But if you are not feeling good and you are not charging what you're worth and earning what you're worth, then you are never going to believe that you're worth it. Simple as that, really. So that's the first one you need to work on. Money mindset, absolutely critical. So for those that know, you've probably seen me doing some marketing. If not, my marketing's failing, in which case I should go and get myself a coach. But yes, I'm running a 7-day free Belief Mindset Reset program. Starts on the 24th of August. It's not for the faint-hearted. It's not just one of these, I can pop in and do some stuff. Come and do the work. If you've got beliefs that are keeping you trapped, fucking your life up, come and sort them out once and for all, and it's completely free. The reason I do it free is most of you have got money mindset issues, and although I could charge hundreds for this 7-day course, I kid you not, and the people that have been through it, it's changed their lives. And I'm sure if you're watching this and you've been through one of my courses, please do comment about this, but it's my give back to the business community, because I remember how it feels. I was there as a child of compulsive gamblers and somebody that compulsively gambled for much of my life. I didn't have very high self-worth. To the outside world, it looked like I did because I've got bags of confidence, but actually inside, I definitely didn't earn the money I was supposed to earn. I didn't spend the money the way I was supposed to spend it for somebody that was capable as I was. So I really get where you are. So don't stay there. It's bloody painful. And also, you deserve more. You absolutely deserve more. You deserve to feel better and earn more, be more successful, feel proud of yourself. So this is number one thing I want to help you with. So if you've got those beliefs, rock up 24th of August. It's a very simple program, and I'm going to be talking about it all week this week because I want as many of you in it this time as I can, because I'm only running it once this year. So I only run these programs now once a year. I've got 5 different mindset reset programs I run for free, and they're only once a year. So if you miss out on this, you miss out. Simple as that, really. And I don't want you to miss out. I want you to come and get what you need from me. There's already about 200 people signed into the program, so you'll be with very, very good company. These are like-minded business owners who want the same for themselves as you do. They want to escape these horrible feelings, stop feeling trapped, and actually get themselves sorted out so that they can be successful in business. So I'm looking forward to seeing you there. I'll drop the link, and of course join me every morning this week. I should be posting this all over the place so that you can catch up and look at it. And if you need any support before I start on the 24th of August, reach out to me. I have a few slots 1-to-1 left, and yes, you are worth it, by the way. So if you're not thinking that, not feeling that, come and sort it out. You can come and sort out all the beliefs you've got. This is just a suggestion for you. Start with your money, without a shadow of a doubt. I'll see you there. Have a fantastic week. See you tomorrow. Bye.